Good morning in Alaska. Megan here. We're going to talk about universal energies of unconditional love and energy beings that we are, and the truth of everything that there is. Alright, so we're energy beings. We came here to learn, um, and the way we learn to the universe is throwing our high flying disc or a low flying disc, and I discussed that yesterday. But now I'm going to discuss about man and how they've only scratched the surface of Source, God, Creator, Grandfather. He's got many names of what he is and what it is. It's unconditional loving energies. This energy is built on just only unconditional love. There is no low flying disc in that world of his. He's a high flying disc. He is about love, joy, bliss, and beauty, and all kinds of things. It's just bliss and beauty. All right. We are all his children. He loved, and God loves life so much that he burst it out into the universe. He said, "Go, my children, go learn. Go learn everything there is to learn. There is no good, there is no bad. Just learn the lessons that there are. Go, my children, and learn. And then bring it back to me and share it with me. But go, my children, and learn." He created the animals, which is, he created us. He created all of us as energy beings. We're eternal souls, for one thing. We live eternity. The vessel may die, but then you get, another vessel to continue learning your lessons. All right. Same with animals. We're all learning these lessons. We're all connected. All right, so we're all his children, right? All right. That's one thing clear. We're all his children, and we're all stripping away these old energies on his essential path. We're stripping all these energies away. The past traumas. We're forgiving them and forgiving yourself, and then tearing down your walls, taking away those energies that are negative and that doesn't serve unconditional love. Unconditional love is unconditional love. We're embodying unconditional love by getting rid of these energies. We're now trying to embody our unconditional love. Our true selves is unconditional love. Let me ask you a question now. This is a question, if you have children, all right, are you going to judge them and then throw them into hell to burn for eternity because they did mistakes or they misjudged something and did something they weren't supposed to? No, you're not going to do that. That's crazy. You're unconditionally loving. It's acceptance for who you are, what you are, and who you are. I accept my flaws and my good. They're a part of me. They're beautiful. I love every part of me. I accept it fully and embrace it fully. Same with a source's energy. He loves us unconditionally, loving us. He said, "Children, go learn. Learn all that you can." And that's what we came here to do. To learn how to embody who we truly are, creator beings, embracing and holding unconditional love in ourselves, and to others, loving others as ourselves, because we're all connected now. We're all one. Animals and people, we're all one. The Bible talks about him being a fierce God, and he's going to judge you, and put you in hell for misbehaving. That's just malarkey, absolute malarkey. That wouldn't happen. That's not even an unconditional loving vibration. To embody unconditional love, that's what we're all doing at this time. Each and every one of us are at different levels of the path, but we're all getting rid of these old energies to embody unconditional love, because that's what we are, unconditional love beings. We are made that way. All creatures, all human, all life form is learning to unconditional love. Jesus came down here to teach us that very thing. So did Buddha. So did Gandhi. There was a lot of ascended masters. There's a lot of them. I can't say them all. But Jesus is everybody's familiar with. You know, he taught unconditional love for himself and others as himself, to get man off the karma wheel, to see about the unconditional love. Had a short time to teach, but he taught the best way he could, you know. You know, we are all eternal beings. We're all here to learn. We're here to help one another. It's service to others and not service to self at this time, because when you embody, or when you are starting your spiritual path, you start getting and feeling, wow, joyful, bliss. You're feeling happy. You're like, man, this is great. And you want to share it with the whole world. You want to share it with everybody around you, because you're seeing how beautiful it's getting in your space, in your life. And you want to share that with other people so they can see their inner light and get the same joy that you're getting. That's one thing, in service to others and service to self, because you love others like yourself. You want them to see that unconditional love, brightness within them. You really want them to literally see this. You know, that's part of the spiritual path. You're never alone in this universe. In fact, your high self, what I'm coming to see when you get still and present, and you just start meditating, that little voice inside you, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't Source, if that wasn't Source guiding you and saying, you know, guiding you. You know, before we didn't listen to that whisper, but, you know, that little voice inside you, you're intuitive, you're, you know, this universe is very magical, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if it's a fact or not, but I do know that he doesn't judge. He's not like that. He's like, you're my child, why would I do that? You know, I'm unconditional love. I embody unconditional love. And you are back on your spiritual path. You learn those lessons of separation, duality, and now we're all going back onto the path of unconditional love. But we have to lose all these old energies, because this low flying disc, it doesn't exist in the heavens. It doesn't even exist. It's only the high flying disc that exists, and that's only bliss, joy, love, happiness, togetherness. We're all connected. We're all one. The creatures, same thing. You know, they come into my house. A lot of the times, you know, even a cockroach on my journey, I've encountered that coming into the house. I catch it, then I let it outside. I don't kill it, because it's a part of me. It's, you know, there's a lot of things you can do naturally. Those poisons are not so good for you to spray your house with. That's not a good thing. It's not good for you or them. If it's hurting them, it's definitely going to hurt you. Okay? I use citrus. And if they don't like the smell, and they're like, all right, you stink, I'm out of here. You know, things like that. There's natural ways of doing this, you know, because they are a part of you. I don't know what their purpose is, you know, but they're part of life. They're part, you know, they're eternal beings. Animals, you know, look at the dog, you know, in your lifetime, you know that dog is going to love you unconditionally no matter what. It literally embodies unconditional love. The dog automatically unconditionally loves you. It embodies it already. The animal is much farther along than the human being. They know they're a collective. But we're trying to do the same thing now. We're on the path. We're all connected. We're all helping your others. It's service to others and not service to self. I came here to teach. I came here on my path to teach the beauty, the inner light with each and every one of us. It's heaven on earth. Heaven is within you, and it's by getting rid of all those old energies you start to see more inner light, more more beauty and more beauty. This universe is really beautiful. There's one thing I know at the beginning of my path, you believe it or not, I'm speaking my spiritual truth, because that's what I'm supposed to do, speak my spiritual truth. There's a thing called the spheres, alright? It's the heavens music, alright? One day I was cooking, and I'd finished cooking for the lady. I was working for a lady as a chef, and I went outside on a deck, and the heavens sung, and it wasn't singing, but it was music. It was strange music. It was not of any instrument on this earth, not even a computer, and it was loud, and it came from the heavens. All I did was look at it and I was in love. I was in complete bliss and happiness and love. A lot of people have heard them on the path. They've heard the spheres. They call them the spheres. That's something, it's very blissful when you do hear it. It was at the beginning of my path, and I do remember that it was the most beautiful thing I ever heard. And it's literally, I don't even know how to describe it. It's that beautiful. There's not an instrument on this planet or a computer that could make the sounds that I heard, and as beautiful as they were. It's just magical. I mean, there's a lot of things on my path that I ran into that was just unexplainable, but beautiful. You really have, the 111 or 222 signs when you're on the right path. The feathers, different animals crossing your path. You're never alone, and they make themselves, the angels, well known in your path once you start the spiritual path. And then you realize that it's service to others and not service to self, because you want to share the beauty within yourself. You want them to see the inner light within them and feel what you're feeling, the bliss, the happiness, the peacefulness. But it's very blissful and very happy when you embody this. I don't know how much longer I got on the spiritual path. I've got a long ways probably, but you never stop learning. You'll this lifetime. It's we're learning how to embody unconditional love. So that is, do you know the true definition of unconditional love? That's the thing. I know that you accept others and yourself as is, and you love them just because that's what they are, and who they want to be, and what they believe, and what they do, and what they look like. Everything. You accept everything about that being, that person, yourself. That's the start of unconditional love, and acceptance, and loving it for what it is. It truly is. Just loving it. That's embracing unconditional love. I thought I'd share that with you because I love you all. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I thought I'd speak about this because it's a great importance to spread this inner light. Because I tell you what, it's the most contagious thing in the world. And once you get it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. So you literally just want to share it with everybody. So I bid you good day from Alaska. I'll talk to you later. Love you all.